What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know what some of y'all are thinking, like, man, Quay ain't posted a video in a minute. I know. I bet y'all shocked when y'all seen that notification. But, man, life has been busy these last few months. Start off, my wife and I, we just had our first child, our beautiful daughter, Aya Rose. So we're adjusting to the parenthood, the parent lifestyle, and living that life. Secondly, told you guys in my last video, I started my LLC. So I've been doing the foundation work for my businesses, trying to get everything in order and put in place. So when 2020 comes around, everything will be ready to go. I even got braces. But I wanted to get back to my YouTube channel and, start providing you guys with some great information and adding value to you guys. So I'm going to be putting more videos out consistently, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, this video is going to be like a different type of format. It's going to be a presentation, PowerPoint type format. Not sure I'm going to keep it like that, but I'm just trying different things out to see what's more appealing to the viewers. So this video, that's how we're going to do it. But this video is geared more towards people that have been living paycheck to paycheck, struggling just to, get some cushion in between their checks and create some financial stability. So this video is going to be talking about the 5 steps to becoming financially stable, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is, chances are if you are living paycheck to paycheck, then you're spending everything that you earn. We have to stop spending everything we earn, whether that's on shopping, eating out, going out, or just spending money on things we don't necessarily need. And before I move on, let me just really go over that. I know that as humans, we're not going to just spend money on everything that we need. We're going to buy some things that we want. But the problem is, when you're not financially stable, sometimes you have to sacrifice those wants and, not spend your money on that. Take it from me. When I was starting out, got my first job, I lived right next to the Allen Outlets in Allen, Texas. I would get paid, head straight to the Nike store, and I would really ball out every paycheck with that. And I was living paycheck to paycheck. So I had to stop that. You guys have to stop that if you're living paycheck to paycheck. And then on the flip side of that, everybody, isn't a victim of consumerism. I had a guy at work tell me, Quay, I don't spend money on shoes. I don't really go out. I don't eat out a lot. Literally, every time I get done paying my bills, I don't have much money left over. And so, really, whether you're lacking in consumerism or your expenses are just that high, this next slide will help you guys eliminate all of that, and that's planning your income. I made a video about this, but with planning your income, you just really want to compare your income versus your expenses. See how much money you make versus how much you're spending. So right here, I made an example for you guys, just so I know a lot of people like to have visuals and actually see what I'm talking about. So right here, we got the monthly income. You're making $2,000. We're going to say a month. We're just going to use $2,000. But you got your expenses over here, your fixed and variable expenses. Your fixed expenses are things that are, rent, electricity, things you're going to pay every month. That's usually the same date and the same amount. Variable expenses, that's those consumerism things I was talking about, eating out, shopping, grocery shopping, going out, things like that. So let's say you make $2,000 a month. Your expenses total to $1,920. You only saving $80 after your bills are due, after you've done shopping and doing everything else. That's living paycheck to paycheck. You can't really do much with $80. If your tire gets a flat, you can't, pretty much go get a new tire for $80. So what we can do, and this brings me to step 2, is cut our expenses or decrease our expenses. So what I did was take that same income, those same expenses, but we just decreased them. And I want to go over this cable right here I got marked out. This is a personal example. My wife and I, we cut our cable. We really didn't watch TV. If we did, she watched recorded shows. I really don't watch that much TV, but we got a Fire Stick that's jailbroken, and we stream cable for $20 a month. We was paying $120, $130 with DirecTV, but now we just saved $100 a month now just by cutting that cable and paying $20 for a streaming service. That alone just put $100 more in our pocket and add to that 80, if that was real life. But also right here with the variable expenses, we cut down on eating out, grocery shopping, entertainment, going out. And notice I'm saying cutting and decreasing. I'm not saying eliminate. You can still do these things. You just can't do it as much. If you're going out every single weekend, getting drinks and going to the club, maybe just go out 2 weekends a month. Don't go out all 4 weekends of the month. Eating out, just cut that in half if you can. We went from saving $80 a paycheck to $440. That's a $360 difference. And it's very important that we cut these and decrease these expenses, because if we continue to spend everything we earn, we often fall into spending more than we earn. And I know a lot of people are thinking, like, how can I spend more than I earn? It's simple. Debt, credit cards, loans, any borrowed money is considered debt. And the problem with credit cards and loans, I got maybe 3 or 4 credit cards. So it's nothing wrong with credit cards. It's more about how we spend them and the choices we make with the credit cards. Because a lot of them, we use them poorly, and banks understand that, lenders understand that. And so they may approve you for some credit cards or some loans, but the interest right there is what gets most of us. We, like I said, we down to our last $80. Something comes up, we don't have any money. Now we got to go apply for a credit card or apply for a loan. Well, we get that loan, and then we spend money on that. And let's say we spend $200 on a credit card. Well, that $200 statement balance comes back. Well, we only paid $25 minimum. You know, when they send that statement balance, they have your total, the minimum, and then the due date. We spend the minimum thinking that it's helping us save money in the long run, but we're actually spending more money in the long run because the interest, and I'm gonna make a totally separate video about interest because I think that's something a lot of people don't understand. That interest adds up, and if you keep making that minimum payment, you're actually gonna end up spending more than that $200 that they loaned you. You can spend as much as $300 to $1,000 with interest. And that's something a lot of people don't get. And that's how we end up spending more money than we earn. Because one, you was already out of money with your $80. So you had to spend the rest of your $80. Now you at $0. The bank just loaned you $200. So now you negative $200. But because you're making the minimum payments, you end up being negative $300. So that's how you spend more money than you earn, put in a nutshell. Step number 4, breaking bad habits. I don't care how much money you make, whether you make $7.25 an hour minimum wage or you making $15 an hour. A lot of people don't know how to manage money, and so the more money they make, the more money they spend. And that's all due to bad habits, because if you had a bad habit spending everything you earn at $7.25, you're going to have a bad habit spending everything you earn with $15. One of my favorite quotes is, if you can't save $1,000, what makes you think you can save $10,000? You can't if you go into having more money with that same mentality. So right here, I got the more money we get, the more money we spend. Think about yourself or a person that you know. I know all of us can relate to this. Somebody get a raise at work. They got a good car, get them from A to B, got heat, got air. But what they go do? They go buy a brand new car with a brand new car payment. So you was making $725 with a $200 car payment. Now you making, a little bit more. Now you go get a brand new Challenger. Now you paying $500-$600 for your car note. So yeah, you making more money, but you spending more money. So your expenses stay the same, but your income increased, but so did your spending. So a lot of that balances out. And a lot of people wonder, how am I still broke and I'm making more money? That's why you still broke, because you still got those broke habits. You still got those bad habits. We have to break those bad habits in order to become financially stable, especially if you're living paycheck to paycheck. I can't stress it enough. And everything I'm telling you guys, I've done myself. I started off as a shop floor employee in my job. I moved up to a team lead, and when I started making more money, I started spending more money. Nike that I was talking about earlier, that's where my money was going to. I was going to the Polo store at the outlet. It's real, and I'm trying to explain that to people because I've been through it myself, and I just want to help more people understand that this stuff is real. So I'm trying to give you guys the game so that y'all don't have to do that or can stop doing that. But that's step 4, breaking bad habits. And number 5, that's something that I've already talked to y'all guys about. It's, being disciplined, being consistent. Those are the 2 things I pride with everything, because those 2 things can help you with anything in life, not just finances, not just anything financially. That's with your job, everything relating to life. You have to be disciplined. You have to be consistent with everything that you do. So this the last few tips I have for you guys. And you guys have heard this already as well, but I want to reiterate them. Number 1, pay yourself first. Every time you receive income, pay yourself at least 10% of that. Whether it's your check from your job, you may have won a bet on the Cowboys, which is very unlikely. But if you win a bet on the Cowboys, put some of it back. And I'm just joking, by the way. I don't need y'all Cowboys fans flooding my comments, going off on me. But for real, paying yourself first is very important. Number 2, plan your income. I talked about it earlier in the video, but make a plan for your money. Everybody else does. Walmart makes a plan for your money. Your light bill makes a plan for your money. Chick-fil-A makes a plan for your money. Why aren't you? And number 3, budget. It goes back to those habits. Set limits on things that you're spending your money on. And also categorize your budgets. Don't just say, oh, I'm going to budget $500, because you might go spend $200 on this pair of shoes and then $300 on something else. That's $500 already gone on 2 purchases. So those are just some quick tips that I want to reiterate to becoming financially stable. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you can, please go follow me on social media, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And also, if you like this video, please leave me a comment and tell me what you liked about it. Or hit me up on social media and tell me what you liked about it. But as always, I appreciate you guys watching this and supporting me. I'm trying to put more videos out and be more consistent myself. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you.